Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction or read-through for Omniscient Reader or Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, chapters 248 onward. I don't know exactly how many I'm going to do. I will be honest with you, I am incredibly excited to read ORV. I've been watching Dr. Bonehead's reactions now. I want to go watch some other reactions. I have really been into it lately, and I feel like for any of you who read or watch things long running, you have those times where it's like you enjoy it every week, but sometimes you're like really into it. Even before starting YouTube, I was that way for things like for Tower of God or for One Piece. There were times when it's like I'm watching One Piece every week and I enjoy it, but it's just a part of the week. And then there were times where I was not only watching weekly, but I was rewatching things, I was watching videos about it, like all of that extra stuff as well, and was like really in. So that's how I am right now with Omniscient Reader. I have just been really excited for it, and that's not to say that I haven't always enjoyed it, but there's a difference between like, you know, I was enjoying it and it was a part of my week, and then occasionally you just have those like bursts of motivation where it's like, I'm enjoying it, it's a part of my week, but also I'm like thinking about it outside of that too. I've just been in one of those moods with Omniscient Reader lately. Same with One Piece lately. I have been like that. A couple weeks ago before that, I was like really back into My Hero Academia a lot. So it's one of the, and that's not even ongoing anymore. I was just watching an older season. But yeah, either way, even though I am excited about it, I will be honest, I'm a little tired this week. I'm just a little exhausted. I've been working a lot outside and stuff. I'm just a little bit tired. So if we do 2 and I feel satisfied, I might just stop it at 2. But if I read 2 and I'm like, oh, I can't stop myself, then we'll go for 3. Either way, we're just really not all that far behind catching up at this point. So I'm not really rushing it or anything, because once we rush it, much like the Tower of God Yurick Mazano spinoff, I'm going to be doing 1 chapter a week. And I just realized, it just hit me doing, because I recorded the Yurick Mazano video directly before this, it just hit me like I have 1 chapter a week. That's rough. Like I read 1 chapter and I'm like, ah, dang it, I have to wait another week. So yeah, I'm going to be stuck there with Omniscient Reader in a little bit, like maybe a month or 2 when we catch up. And then it's like, okay, well, now whenever there's a really good chapter, it's not like, oh yeah, I'm excited because I have like 3 more to read next week. It's going to be like, oh no, I have to wait an entire week just to get 1 more, then I have to wait another entire week. But either way, I guess let's just start reading. There's not too much recap necessary. We've just been continuing on with this arc, and really, I mentioned those like bouts of motivation for long-running series. Honestly, that doesn't even have anything to do with the current quality of said series, because there have definitely been times where I've been super into Tower of God or super into One Piece when the weekly chapters weren't very good. There are times when Tower of God or One Piece weren't very good weekly, but I was still like super into it. So it doesn't really even have to do with how good the chapters have been to me lately, even though I would say that this is my favorite arc so far by a long shot. But I feel like every new arc that comes along feels that way. ORV just gets better and better every time. So we start 248 with Duke. And we have the guy who was about to get grinded up. He's getting tossed in. And then mulched by the factory machine. Now we have Real Revolutionary Part 4. And the giant mecha is not even rampaging through the streets because it's the size of nearly the entire industrial complex, really. Wow, I guess we know how the plant was running. How could he consume his own subordinates to power the plant? Okay, that was the plan he made. Just toss the demon nobles in, we can get it up and running. This must mean he's no longer concerned about the industrial complex. Why, it's his industrial complex, isn't it? Kim Doctor thought to himself. That guy's decided to become the Demon King. But are you really the Demon King when you have to rely on the power of a mech? And the mech can always just run out of gas, so to speak. Behold, Constellations, this is precisely what you wanted. A minority of constellations take an interest in Duke Siswit's actions. If we just leave him be, wait and see what happens. Story weapons, including plants, create an abnormal amount of power that isn't allowed by basic probability. Meaning, they often destroy themselves when misused in uncertain scenarios. Okay, so the probability storm could just potentially take it out. Though I think some of the constellations might do like they've done before and try to help out with the probability, like maybe lend probability or however it is that that works, just to get back at Dokcha if they find out that Dokcha's involved with this stuff. Or if they just don't like the situation, how it's like working in Dokcha's favor weirdly. Just as I thought. It's probably because it doesn't have enough persuasion. It won't last long with just a few nobles ground up for fuel. And we have a swipe through the buildings. What? Its movements aren't slowing as I expected. Constellation Nouveau Riche Snake Boss looks at Duke Siswitz with satisfaction. Constellation Nail-Eating Rat is delighted by Duke Siswitz's destruction. A minority of constellations gladly pay him probability. Okay, so they are helping out. But it's not because of Dokcha necessarily. Well, it is kind of still because of Dokcha, but because he pissed off the new constellations coming into the channel. Drat. I guess some of them were providing probability. Where's the revolutionary hiding? And then Dokcha's pretty injured, using up this body a lot. Hey, don't you see that? You'll die if you go now. Hyung, kill the last executioner. I'll take care of the rest somehow. Why are you going so far? You could just run away. You're not even the real revolutionary. I don't like those kinds of stories. Huh? They're too obvious. And then he jumps forward. You know, I agree, Dokcha. This is going to sound terrible. This is something I thought to myself when thinking, I think it was maybe thinking about One Piece recently. I was like, this is gonna sound terrible and everything, but whenever there is a rebel group fighting against the, like, evil, you know, government or whatever, especially if the, like, main character isn't tied, like, super directly into it, I tend to hate them. I tend to be like, you know, the horrible, evil, tyrannical government is terrible and all, but this revolutionary group, like, story-wise, character-wise, they fucking suck. I really don't like them almost all of the time. Like, whenever it's like, oh, the main characters are doing this, and there's this big evil government in the world that the main characters live in, and then the author's like, oh, let's introduce a revolutionary army. The revolutionary army almost always sucks as characters. They're almost always awful. Just boring, like, not even necessarily goody two-shoes, but like treated as if they're like so good. They're the paragons of virtue, even when they sometimes do things that aren't that great. So yeah, One Piece is much the same way. One Piece, it's like, I really don't like the revolutionaries very much. Just concept-wise, the way they've played or not played into the story. So I'm with Dokcha here. Whenever we're just setting up, oh, there's a clear-cut revolutionary. They're fighting against this evil tyrannical. I do not care. I do not like them. Let somebody like Dokcha come in. Let the fake revolutionary do it themselves. So I'm with him there. Jungkook's 111th round, very different, was the same way. Even when the last night fell at the industrial complex, the revolutionary never appeared. I wonder, why are we seeing this guy looking through the window? Is he the real revolutionary? And he's just been hiding out, too cowardly to do anything? So I predicted it would turn out this way. Revolutionary. But I still hoped the story would change a bit. Constellation Nouveau Riche Snake Boss glares at you. Constellation Nail-Eating Rat shouts at you. Constellation Dog Who Threw Himself into the Flames wishes for your downfall. Bah! And how dare they hurt the baby? Is she angry about the messages? It's fine, BU. Honestly, I wasn't okay earlier, but now I'm really fine. At least, Constellation, prisoner of the golden headband, looks at you. And he's motivated. He has the support. And again, also, whenever we get these mouthless panels that I keep bringing up, like, you could probably pinpoint exactly when whoever loves them so much started working for the team or whatever, because they really just started showing up out of nowhere and then are everywhere, these mouthless panels. And you can tell it's like maybe the same person doing them because the general shapes that they use are really similar. Like all the panels with like mouthless Dokja or whatever all have like similar shapes to like the faces and hair and stuff. And of course, like the face and hair is usually consistent even when with different artists from the team working on it because, you know, it needs to look cohesive, but you can just kind of tell, I feel like. Constellation, prisoner of the golden headband, wants you to pulverize that terrible lump of scrap metal. There's someone on my side now. We have the screeching of the plant. It's still not quite enough, but this isn't too bad. I guess my visit to the underworld was worthwhile. By sweet-talking the underworld judge, I got to see that weapon, although it was just the exterior. The Titan Soldier. This is a mere copy with far less power compared to the original, but it's a force no other plants in the demon realm can compete with. A minority of constellations are enjoying the gratifying destruction. A few of the constellations point at the citizens that are fleeing. And then they start getting rained upon by the rubble. Okay. They're merely sacrifices toward an even greater story. For 400 years I ruled this complex, a long enough time to see the rise and fall of a whole dynasty. I once loved everything within the industrial complex, and it just looks gorgeous here in this panel as well. At times I was a wise ruler, at other times I was a tyrant. I felt happiness and sadness, and sometimes enjoyed myself, but one day I grew tired of it all. After my trip to the underworld of Olympus, that feeling grew even stronger. The otherworld swordmaster, the great sage, and the archmage of 9 circles. Goodness, who knew dishes like this even existed? The sumptuous banquet presented by the queen of the underworld. He got a taste of stories and couldn't help not wanting to be a constellation himself. You seem to have quite a big appetite. And then he devours all of it. Slams his fist down. Why do I have to be stuck here reading petty stories? I'm going to move on to the next scenario. I'll become the Demon King. I'll live consuming the most brilliant stories, ones those darn bastards could never even dream of. For that, I can easily sacrifice this insignificant industrial complex. How is this a revolution? Look, there is no revolution here. All that nonsense is merely a tiny role play in the scenario. It's just a trivial game that's repeated itself countless times for 400 years. You're all fighting for something entirely futile. Now, I can go to the next scenario. Having fun? And he looks up. And Dokja's moving straight in toward the face. And we get cliffhung. Okay, really good chapter. Glad I get to read more. I love that we got more deep into Siswitz's character, even though I think, you know, he is a little bland, a little bit of a bland man. Very fun stuff. I love the stuff with Dokja, though. So, cannot wait to see where we continue on for. So let's go read the next one. And unless I really can't stop myself, I might end the video after this one. I am honestly, like, I want to do the best video possible too, but I am honestly feeling a little bit tired. So, having fun. And then we see where we ended last time. And we get our title splash right away, Real Revolutionary Part 5. He lands, you. Darn, hearing his inner thoughts is actually a problem. His thoughts are overflowing so much that even someone who couldn't use Omniscient Reader's viewpoint would be able to sense them. Character Demon Duke Siswitz's delusion is out of control. Constellation Nail-Eating Rat cringes due to the Duke's remark. Constellation Nouveau Riche Snake Boss says he's fine because he has no limbs that might curl up due to cringing. Really? He was that cringe? Then, so you're the fake revolutionary. Who are you calling fake? He jumps in to avoid the attack and moving closer, going up the arm, and making it around toward the back of the head. Uses electrification, and punches in, like denting in the head. The structure of your incarnation is in danger. And they both recoil from that. You're good. Darn, I don't have enough force. Constellation class opened. Your incarnation's greatly damaged, so only a fraction of energy is released. What's this energy? No way. Are you? Ruined heart of the young gold dragon activated. Kim Dokja thought to himself, if only my incarnation were in working condition, this wouldn't be a tough fight. And he's just hitting all over. Constellation, prisoner of the golden headband, watches you anxiously. The structure of your incarnation has reached its limit. If you don't stop fighting immediately, your incarnation will start to break down again. Damn it. Is this all I can do, even with the Constellation class? So I wonder if we will need Jungkook to come in. Your determination is outstanding, but you can't win because you're fake. Or maybe he will inspire the real revolutionary to actually step up, and that can help because of the rules and stuff. I knew that I couldn't win. Thanks to you, this industrial complex's final scenario will be that much sweeter. That's a really good looking panel. From the start, I wasn't fighting to win. It doesn't matter whether I'm real or fake. The revolutionary's fighting. The revolution is real. So maybe he just needs to inspire the people. It starts with that sentence. Then, when many people believe it, it gains strength. Your influence over the current scenario grows stronger. As you say, I'm not the revolutionary, but there is a revolution happening. There is not. Why do you think that? Because you were a revolutionary once? Because, even if there is a revolution, in the end the cycle of governance just repeats itself. What becomes of the revolutionary who sparks the revolution? Just because you failed doesn't mean everyone is bound to fail. There are no meaningless scenarios. And this is an interesting thing to say from Dokja's perspective. Like, he read and everything, and it's like there are no scenarios from what he read that are meaningless. Like, they all were important. And then, your story seems so appetizing. I'm going to eat you, and he managed to swat him down. In the end, Jungkook of round 111 made the worst decision. If you don't know who the revolutionary is, I can just keep killing you until they appear. Dang. If I'd acted like in the book, I wouldn't have had to go through all this trouble. But I don't want to do that. Ha. Where are you hiding, Mr. Self-Proclaimed Revolutionary? And we have a piece of rubble coming in toward Dokja. Eileen's coming in. Saves him. The goat. What are you doing? Move aside. You've done enough. Is she going to be the revolutionary? She has been the only sort of important character this arc who hasn't actually had like a title or anything. Wait. Maybe the real revolutionary is... Wait. The revolutionary's right here. And we see a guy Someone has declared themselves the revolutionary. What? No, I'm the revolutionary. Someone has declared themselves the revolutionary. The revolutionary's me. No, it's me. Someone has declared themselves the revolutionary. It was a spectacle. I'm the revolutionary. The revolutionary is none other than me. That never existed in the TWSA Yu Jung-hyuk lived through. What a shame. I wanted to show this to the Jung-hyuk of round 111. If he'd seen this, he'd have definitely made a different choice. I'm the revolutionary, Yu Jung-hyuk. Huh? I'm Yu Jung-hyuk. No, it's me. What are you talking about? I said I'm Yu Jung-hyuk. Wait a minute. Someone has declared themselves Yu Jung-hyuk. It's me. I'm Yu Jung-hyuk. Huh? This is... Just wait a second. Starstream's achievement system is tangled in confusion. He's going to be getting insane pop-ups. And then we have him looking up. Is Kim Dokja really here? Very fun. This is rough. I said I was planning to stop after that. But after seeing Yu Jung-hyuk and a little plush Uriel, I can't stop. There's no way I can stop. We're doing 250. I have no idea how I'm going to cope with one chapter at a time when I can't even stop at 2. Gilabot Industrial Complex. We're seeing Gilabot. It also looks very cool. God, I love these designs for the cities and everything. That looks so good. You've entered a new main scenario area. We have Sheep Person. Okay, so Jung-hyuk is at Gilabot. It's quieter than I expected. I thought it would have been chaotic after Dokja came here. This is annoying. It's too spacious. Constellation Demonic Judge of Fire hopes that you don't victimize people unnecessarily. I love her so much. It'd be the fastest to torture someone who's knowledgeable. That guy seems to fit the bill. There's a random demon noble. R.I.P. Unicorn Lad. If you obediently answer all my questions, I'll spare your life. Personal skill, Soundwave block level 10's been activated. Who are you? Why are you doing this? We have a bunch of punching. Ask me whatever you like. Where's Kim Dokja? He just gets cut off. No, wait. Knowing Dokja, he wouldn't have revealed his identity. Where's Yu Jung-hyuk? I'm the real Yu Jung-hyuk. I'm also Yu Jung-hyuk. Also is very funny. Someone has declared themselves Yu Jung-hyuk. Someone's declared themselves Yu Jung-hyuk. I'm Yu Jung-hyuk, yay! And Dokja taking part. Someone has declared themselves Yu Jung-hyuk. We have the title splash, Real Revolutionary Part 6. The name of Revolutionary Yu Jung-hyuk is echoing through the 73rd Demon Realm. Woo, I'm Yu Jung-hyuk. Yu Jung-hyuk is me. Jung-hyuk should have been here to see this. Starstream is basically a world of stories. With so many citizens calling out his name, Jung-hyuk must have gotten a high-level story. Lucky guy. I don't know where you are or what you're doing, but enjoy, I guess. Your fame is increased. Huh? Kim Dokja's reputation is rapidly rising in the 73rd Demon Realm. Huh? Okay. Is Yu Jung-hyuk spreading Dokja's name to send a message back, basically? What's going on? I've never revealed my name. You impudent worms. He's retreating. And they're all climbing over him. We see the last executioner. And then crash down. And bonk to the head by Hyung. The last executioner has died. Duke Siswitz's dictator effect is lifted. And they both get the notice. All executioners in the industrial complex have died. All beings in the industrial complex are now able to execute the dictator. Finally, starting now, the next hour will be the night of revolution. Hurrah! Let's go! The night of revolution. With the ability to execute the Duke, People are given the qualification to punish the dictator with their own hands during this hour. Also, I just want to say, I was going to say at the end of the chapter, like at the end of the video when I was discussing it, but I don't want to forget, I really love how we didn't necessarily find out who the revolution or real revolutionary was, but rather everyone stepped up and everyone became the revolutionary. I really, really like that. With the ability to execute the Duke, people are given the qualification to punish the dictator with their own hands during this hour. Smash it to pieces! And he pulls the thing to start the story grinder and starts throwing people in. Retreat! Darn it, it's too solid. What fools. The Night of Revolution is the time within the revolutionary scenario when the Duke is at his most vulnerable. But there is a condition. There's no one who can destroy this plant. The Duke must come outside of the plant. Constellation Nouveau Snake Boss is intoxicated by the bloody battlefield. Constellation Nail-Eating Rat is amused by the slaughter of humans. Eileen, are you finished? It's fixed up temporarily, but going into battle? All I need is to be able to move once. Where are you hiding? Tell me again about your great revolution. Kim Dokja thought to himself, be you? Bah! If he's using strength outside of the scenario to crush the citizens, then we have no choice but to do the same. Please increase this channel's bandwidth so it reaches the underworld. Think you can manage it? Bah! So cute! I love you! At some point, when I went to the underworld for the second time. And then, oh Father of the Rich Knight. That's the gist of how to make a Titan soldier. Understand? Aha, so that's how it was. Goodness, thanks so much. Well, if you're that grateful, you can add my name to the list of the creators. I explained how to make a Titan soldier. A weapon that blasts through probability just by summoning it. Unless it's a scenario on par with the Constellation's Great War Gigantomachia, there's an outrageous limit on that summoning. Prisoner of the Golden Headband? Is he going to summon the mech to have a mech fight? Prisoner of the Golden Headband looks at you. Please, or help me, please. I want to change this scenario. Besides, didn't fairness here get all twisted long ago? Constellation Nouveau Snake Boss enjoys the bedlam. Constellation Prisoner of the Golden Headband can't be bothered. Shoot, I thought we'd gotten a bit closer. Did you happen to get a message or a strange message recently? Constellation Prisoner of the Golden Headband asks what in the world you're talking about. I'm not sure about the details. Grow my hair grow. But it was something about losing hair? And then we have this rumbling. That's right. It was them. And he blames it on the other constellations. Constellation. And then Nouveau Snake Boss looks at you in astonishment. Nail-Eating Rat bites his nails at the unexpected situation. Constellation Prisoner of the Golden Headband is enraged. And we end there. Okay. Cliffhanger, but I feel like maybe next we'll be getting into a bit of a mecha fight, potentially. That's a fun ending, though. That was really fun. Okay. Going to end the video here. Because I am still tired. But I ended up doing a full 3. And next time, again, moving forward, I'll still just keep doing 2 or 3 until we're caught up. Because it's not going to be that much longer. But thank you for being here. Again, I loved how the stuff with the citizens went. Except for the part of them just getting thrown into the grinder. It's like, we could have just gone without that. I mean, they sacrificed themselves for kind of nothing. Some of them. Like, they made a brave sacrifice. And it's like, wow, we really, they really didn't need to, jump in quite like that. But either way, yeah, I loved this stuff a lot. I really want to see more of Jungkook and Uriel. But either way, thank you for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this video, this set of chapters and everything. Like, comment, subscribe for more or be much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you would like to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks or by sharing around, it's appreciated. If you would like to help support the channel, also get your name at the end of videos and also get One Piece videos early, you can hit join down below to become a member. Go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you to people who are members and patrons. Thank you to chosen regulars Evan Hawley and Bertie Booster, Magical Girls, Evernono, JA, and the D-Ben, Cheerton Student, David Langstaff, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Elements, Pateo Deal, and Elsa the Storyteller. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.